All right, so let's answer a few questions about XY. I just got it after a week of waiting, which is great. So I haven't touched it almost yet. So here's the first track that you have. The way I'm routing that, it's getting out of the OPXY to my TX, where I also have my microphone connected, and then it's all connected from TX to my iPhone and streaming live from the YouTube. Okay, there's a few questions I had when I was buying this device and that were never actually answered in any of the videos that I've seen so far. So first of all, I would like to see how much pumping can we get from the device. And again, I'm going to be learning here with you. I have no expertise in this device at all, so it's going to be a fun process, I hope. So let's maybe try to start a new project. I don't know what this button does, but it seems it's a project button. So let's make this one. How to rename it? I never seen actually people working with renaming. I think that's it. So it's gonna be pumping. Yeah, there is gonna be a problem with focus because I have no way to actually set the focus here. So hope it's going to be visible. Probably not. Okay, so let's pump. Let's call it pump. And can we delete? Good. Yes, we can. All right, so we have a project name called pump. So let's maybe start with bass. Okay, let's make, well, did it change the project? No, it didn't. I just renamed it. So, okay. That's how we do. Okay, now it's a name. Whatever. So I renamed my original project then, it seems. But that's okay. So this is a fresh project, I suppose. This is okay. We have a basic kick for on the floor, as people call it. And now let's just make some kind of long synth. So let's switch to track number 2. Let's change the engine to something that can be somehow long, like a pad, I think. Something that will hear the actual pumping. Okay, I think this one, because it's gonna show us. Okay, it's already moving. I'm really sorry about this this focusing issue. Okay, I think this one, we can try this one. So let's, I don't know if you're supposed to do it like that. Let's see. No. Okay, so I didn't. So Someone told me to talk a bit louder, so I just cranked up the microphone levels. I hope now I'm heard a bit better. So what we want to achieve here is, like, we have the kick on the floor, and we want to feel the pumping somehow of this synth, because it's really not pumping at all. Well, actually, let's try to make this this synth to a 4 bars. Okay. How can we make it actually 1 bar but longer? Probably here. So now yep. But there is no pumping, right? That's what we want to achieve. I have honestly no idea how to go about it, but let's try to see what we have here. This is a mixer, I think. This is the snapshots. How can we get to the... Oh, there you go. I was thinking about this screen, because of course, obviously, while waiting for the device for a week or so, I was reading the guide, I think 6 or 7 times already. So let's try to use just this, and here, if we can actually achieve this pumping effect. It seems that with just this thing over here, we cannot have this pumping effect. There's a few ways that we'll probably be able to overcome that I know from OPZ world, which is using the modulation on this synth. We just grab the coffee and let's try the modulation maybe first. So we go to our track, and I guess the modulation is here. So what we should do is... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, the shape should be like this. So the SVF, whatever it is, seems to be the closest to the effect I got. Though I'm really not really too much satisfied about it. I really would like this nice pumpy sidechain effect happening here, which I can't get yet, because at the same time I'm not sure what these things do. Okay, so this old trick from OPZ or OP1 to simulate some kind of sidechain effect, of course, works here. I wasn't expecting it to work differently, but without this modulation, I was thinking or hoping that the master kind of compressor can also help us. But we try to explore the master things here, which is like percussion and melodic, which will be probably just a mixer, but it could be that we might be able to achieve the pumping with this type of like equalizer or something. We cannot shift 3 here. We cannot shift 4 here. And we cannot actually on this page we cannot shift click any of the 4 buttons. So that's okay. Let me just see. So let's try and maybe see page number 3 and definitely it has this pumping effect. It's maybe not ideal, but I guess with a bit more tweaking here, we can get this this compressing effect. I got some interesting results with this like weird artifacts. I love them. Like I wasn't expecting them at all. So this kind of master bass at the end sounds pretty surprisingly good, I would say. In general, I like the sounds of the XY so far. So that was one of my first questions, the side chaining. Like, is it gonna be available I'd say it's not available out of the box, but definitely we can get some kind of emulation of that. The second question I had was, would we be able to do granular on XY? And granular is the type of effect that I use a lot in my compositions, in my work. So I'm pretty excited to see if that's even possible over here. So to actually do some granular, it would be nice to sample something in, which maybe I don't want to do right now. But so let's go to the tracks. Let's see track number 3. Maybe we have something sampled over there. Oh, there is a nice category versus engine. So there is a sampler, and yeah, by the way, let's hear, yeah, I want to hear the piano here. Let's hear the piano. Oh, of course. Wow. This sounds like my compressor is turned on. Let's turn it off. Yes, this sounds nice, but I like to make this sound weird. Yeah, this weird sound is good. I wonder if I will be able to resample this sound after decompression. I have no idea actually how to resample, but it would be good to try it out because I know that that's another question: how to resample. Like no one showed it, so I wanna check it out. We have our song. Well, where's the second track? Did I? Yeah. Oh, it's muted. I somehow muted it. Yes, I indeed muted it. But it's fine. It's fine that I did, because what I want to do now is resampling. How to resample on OPXY. Again, as I said, I'm going to be learning it with you here on this video. So you're going to check it out with me, because I have no idea. But I have my guides here on my iPad, which I'm not showing, which should allow me to search in the guide. Yes, I have the guide with the search function. I don't know if you know, but there is a separate PDF, not the official from Teenage Engineering, because someone did the OCR of the guide, and you can search in it. The Teenage Engineering guide is not searchable yet. I think they do it because of the SEO, but they will probably release an updated guide soon. So let's search for resampling. Resampling. Oh, there is 0 hits for resampling. So that's probably why no one is talking how to resample, because no one knows how to do that. That's amazing. Maybe we can find it out together here. All right, so let's go to track number 3. What is there? Oh, there is our piano. So I know that you can somehow reset the engine, but I think you've got to be on the per engine things. But how to reset it? Okay, let me check in the manual if we have it. All right. Instrument, no sample. All right. It's 0.18. Let's search for sample. Okay. So there's this drum sample multi-sampler. All right. All right. I'm reading the manual. Let me find it for you. Still not there. Okay, the auxiliary. Why is there auxiliary? I want sample. Okay. Enter sample. Cool. We have it. Oh, there's this button over here. Press key to sample. Okay. How can we change the... Oh, I think that's where we change the source. So this now is it's the microphone. This is the headset. If we had it connected, I actually have the M1, so it should be possible to sample using M1 headset. Then there is this thing which looks like line in, and the USB. But where is the... Oh, probably that's the resampling. All right, so if we press play and just press key to sample, yes, this is the sample I did. So let's change the envelope because we don't want the... Oop. Okay, that's the release. So that's great. So you can hear that there is no time stretching, which I was expecting, right? That's kind of what I thought it will be here. But let's see if resampling can be with the effects. So what I would do right now is I would just mute the first and second track because I don't want the 4 on the floor and I don't want the synth. And here on the track 4, I will actually try to get the piano. Yeah, I have the piano, but now let's try to distort the sound. And let's resample that. Oh, let's first maybe create a pattern there. So, yeah, but we don't have the metronome. So let's turn on the metronome. And now... You can hear the grittiness of that, so that's good. And now on the track 3, where we were kind of resampling this 4 on the floor, let's try to resample this gritty characteristic of this piano. So let's see. Press key to sample, okay. And it's set to line in. Okay, I sampled it. So let's go back. This is the 4 on the floor. And here is going to be the piano. Or not. Okay, so I didn't resample. It means. Let's see why. Okay, this sound is here. So press key to sample. Oh, I know I didn't sample because the threshold wasn't met. Let's set the threshold to the low value. And let's try again. Okay, now I did. And now let's disable the master effect. Whoop. And here, if we got the grittiness, let's hear. We do. That's great, because then it means we can really resample the actual final out of the device, which is great because we can get this dirtiness sound that I've just heard. So that kind of explains and says about feature number 2 I wanted to check. So first one was the sidechain. Yes, we can sidechain with OPXY in emulated way. That I just showed 2 ways to do that. And the second question was, can I resample after sidechaining on the master bus? And yes, we can. These are great news because these open a lot of great possibilities. All right, then let's go to thing number 3 I wanted to check. Well, one of them was sending samples from PC to OPXY. And to do that, I will have to change my setup. So that will probably be the second live that I do. But let's move to the other one. So how the brain works, that's another question I saw and I myself asked myself. So what I want to try to do is I will make a simple pattern that's gonna be C, E, B minor, and G. So like this. Let me actually go to piano. I'm a pianist myself, so that's why it's going to be very interesting. So there's this E piano, and then there is this sampler, and I just heard a nice piano. Let's take this one. Okay, so I will want to do this kind of very simple arpeggio, but before I do that, let me actually disable the 2 tracks that we used, and let's go to track number 5. Yes, and let's do it there. So yeah, I'm gonna explore the engines later, but let's get to this piano. I think I maybe like more no, it's simple. I maybe like more the first piano because this one is too harsh. Okay, yeah, this sounds more calm, more quiet, and I prefer this kind of sounds. So very simple thing. Maybe we can do it like that. It sounds like Nothing Else Matters from Metallica. Of course, a different key, but that's fine. Actually, a question I had, like, how to use the arpeggiator? Can we just... Okay. Okay, arpeggiator works, but I don't want it. Let me create this simple pattern. Turn on the metronome. Something like this. Okay, turn off the metronome. And let's go to the brain. Some people say that it's the artificial intelligence. It is not. I work in artificial intelligence. That's just algorithms. There is no magic there. But it's fun. It's a very good algorithm that that should work very nicely. I have no idea how it works. I have never touched it, so it's going to be a nice test that we can do, and we can see how the brain works. So we have like this very simple pattern. So if I touch now, because if I touch the same, it should not change. And it found correctly that it's a C minor, so that's good. What if I touch the same chord? That's good. So it plays the same chord. What if I just change the chord? Will it use the same sequence and just change the chord? Let's see. That's actually pretty cool, because I just changed the chord with my fingers and the pattern automatically adapted to that. So it means we'll do some crazy stuff later with that, but let's see, what if we just press one button? What happens? Okay, so actually it's not doing what I thought it will do, which I thought with one button it would actually just use different modes of the chords. But at least I can do the real chords. So let's try the minor seventh. So it cannot do a minor seventh because it was not part of the chord, which is also kind of, I don't know what to think about it. It's just how it's implemented. Maybe there are modes to that. So what is this? I guess I changed something. Let's try now. Still, the minor seventh is not in this mode. I think it's just the manual where you can input the scale. So with the brain, what you can do is you can just change the scale of the notes that you are having. That's basically what it is. These two things don't do anything. Okay, that's cool. So if I wanted the minor seventh, I cannot do anything about it. Okay, so let's do this crazy stuff that I wanted to do then, because right now we have this kind of pattern. But what if I did something different? Let's turn on the metronome for a second, and so let's make it 2 bars. Okay. I think I did incorrectly. So how the undo works, I have no clue. Like, they don't mention undo in the guide at all. So you kind of don't know how to undo what I just did. What I can do is just click, and that's fine. How to change the velocity of that? That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's question number 3, how brain works. I guess that's like some preliminary answer to that. So we have no idea how to undo. It should be possible somehow. I know that there are snapshots to the projects, but this is my unnamed project with this beautiful quotes, beautiful piano. There's config, what it does. There's the global transpose, tempo. Okay. Oh, shuffle. That's cool. So let's go back. How can we... Okay, so we can save that, but what does it mean? It's saved, but how to undo? Let's say I want to go to the... I will edit something. So I'll go to track number 4. What is this track about? Is it muted? No, it is not. So I wonder... Oh, maybe it was muted. That's a very loud one. Okay, so I did some change to the project. So now I can save it again, which is cool, but how can I access the snapshots? So shift project doesn't work. So shift like new, I can just make a new project. Yeah, this will erase this one. And I wonder how to actually load the project. Because I can rename, I can save. That's very mysterious about this. If we can actually do anything about these projects. By the way, this icon of the ink pen, it's very interesting to use as a project, but it's fine. The icons in general are interesting here, comparing to other teenage engineering devices. But maybe I can just click the num. No, it's playing something. So what about shift play? No. Shift minus, shift plus, shift stop, stop, no. What about stop and project? No. Plus project. Oh, that changes the octave. So it seems there isn't anything I can do to change the project. That is very interesting. What's the time? No, actually the time is incorrect. The day, is it 20 today? 22nd? Yes, it's 22nd. But the hour is incorrect. Whoop. Oh yes. Okay, now the hour is correct. What about battery? Yeah, it came pretty much full powered. Legal. That's cool. Whatever. keyboard velocity. Okay, so it's at the heart. Okay, but let's not lose the focus here. Let's not lose the focus. So this can be controlling as a MIDI device. Okay, it's fine. We want to load the project somehow. Maybe in the guide I can find how to load any other project. Let's search for load. Load samples. There's just 6 load. Load the selected. Okay, projects for Alt Shift and press project to open projects folder. That's okay. How can I get out of it? Okay, like that. Oh, there are the projects. Oh, there is the history. Oh, there are the snapshots. Amazing. So we can technically really save a lot of snapshots of our projects and then load them. That's great. That's really great. And there are some factory projects. Let's load the Pulse one. Okay, that was very loud. Sorry for everyone who is listening and cranking up the volume. It seems that then I'm very quiet with my tests, which is fine. So we found a way to check the projects. There is the autosave as well. That's cool. So we have our unnamed project and we can load it. Oh, that's amazing. We can save and save and it autosaves. So this means, so OPXY autosaves your projects and you can also have snapshots on the way. So that answers our next question, how to undo. That's probably the way to undo. You have to save it and then you can undo. I wonder if they save the undo history and will there be a button to undo the work. All right, so I know there was a question, can you actually sequence the external gear and at the same time sample it back? And I guess my answer would be you can use the resampling to do that. So you have to probably mute all the other tracks and well, enable the line in and just send out the MIDI and sample using the resample. So that's pretty cool. My last thing that I wanted to check here is how to do this super crazy mono machine SOPHIE weird effect that is very metallic. I was on this Electronauts forum where I was talking to one of the beta testers and I directly asked him how he did what he did, and what he did was amazing and I loved it. So I don't own a mono machine myself, so let's go about the new project. Okay, we have a new project. What we will need in this project is a FM synthesizer. So let's switch to, yeah, we are on the engines. Which one was the FM synth? Is it Axis? Yes. Okay, that's not the SOPHIE effect. Though it sounded very nicely. We can param lock like on the Electron instruments. I never own any Electron instrument neither, but that's fine. So what we need to do in this project, I've heard from, I think his name was Michael, he told me to use two phasers to actually make the sound very, very weird. So we are going to get into the sound design part of this check-in. So I will switch to the effects. How can I change the effect? Oh, like everywhere. So we have a phaser. Okay, we are not hearing too much of that because probably we need to enable this effect more. So let's okay, this is already starting to sound weird, which is amazing. That's what I wanted. Can we make it even more weird? Make it more weird with this great effect, this great master, somehow like compression or something. But before we do that, let's just focus on the pure effect. So I'm turning it off with this mix here, and let's go back to the effects. So we have a phaser on the first one, and on the second one, well, what I think we could do is first we can lo-fi that to make it sound like 4 or 12-bit, and then we can use the phaser with a very huge feedback. Yes. That's supposed to sound very bad. That's the idea. Yeah, that's I wanted to sequence just the four and now let's go to the effects and let's try to break this sound. So I cannot just use the send groups, I also need to have the dry effect, as far as I know about that. Or I might be wrong, actually. I'm not sure. But it seems that the original sound, you can hear it, and at the same time you can hear the send effects that are going to the two effect groups. So this doesn't sound how I wanted it to sound. I wanted it to sound very, very badly. So let me maybe try to distort it first. Try to lock it a bit to make it sound interesting. Okay, now let's try to resample that. So we go to track number 2, and it's gonna be, yes, this. And oh, that's cool. It's fine. You know, maybe not the SOPHIE effect I wanted, but I think if I tried with the different drum source, then maybe I would be able to actually achieve something more metallic. Because I thought like we can just do the FM operator, but this FM operator is not as flexible as I would like it to be. So let's go to track number 3 and let's actually find something as a good bass, but maybe let's find a drum. Okay. That's already adding a flavor. Let's see what we can distort from that. I guess that would conclude our first live session of OPXY. So what is my final verdict? This thing I did at the very end was very, very surprising, very not planned. Like that's my first hour with OPXY, and I could already go to some crazy sound design, and I think it is going to be an amazing product. So thanks everyone. If you'd like to check my other songs, they are of course everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music. I try to be experimental, and I'll probably incorporate XY in some of my next tracks. So thanks for watching and see you on the next one.